chaps. What is it that brings you to the office today?
Well, Professor, we were just wondering what houses might be like in the future. I don't know, say in 41 years' time?
41 years, you say? I believe that the key elements that we see in the houses today, with the living areas, the bathrooms, the kitchens, and the bedrooms, will all still be there.
Why do you say that?
I say that just because if you look out through history, all those key elements are still there, but to change them in 50 years' time seems unlikely to me.
Hey, wouldn't it be awesome if we could somehow get in a time machine and travel into the future and see those houses?
Yeah.
Well, I just happen to have the world's first time machine that I just designed up last week.
Ooh. Looks like a remote.
No, it's a time machine.
Wow!
Are you ready?
Let's go to the future.
Yeah!
Man, the batteries! Did it again, dude!
Oh, prof, you've done it again! Oh my god!
The 70s are
Oh,
rad!
70s are awesome! Get it
Love the 70s.
Oh, yeah, 70s. We should be going back home now, boys.
Okay, let's go back to the future.
Yeah.
Technological advancements are the way of the future. This structure is one of only 2 points of the building that make contact with the ground, allowing the building to touch the ground lightly. Cantilevering delicately off this structure is the spine of the building. The spine runs through the centre and houses all of the services. The kitchen bench, which is part of the spine of the house, uses the cool air produced from the refrigerators to cool the house down, then disperses it via the spine. This is the second point where the building makes contact with the ground. It is also the point where grey water, black water and rainwater are treated and pumped back into the house, again via the spine. This is the main anchoring point for the cantilever. It comprises a screw pile with the geothermal heat pump surrounding it. It's a method whereby warm air enters the ground and is pumped out cold in the summer days, and vice versa on the colder days. The air then enters all the areas of the house via ducts in, you guessed it, the spine. As discovered during the boys' accidental journeys to the Stone Age and the 70s, the key element of a hearth have not changed. They are still a central focal element of all houses and will continue to be into the future. The dining table, kitchen and lounge room have all been incorporated into the one space. So much so that the dining table is an extension of the kitchen bench, which is an extension of, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're right again, the spine. The good old-fashioned barbecue will still remain in the future, an extension of the hearth where friends and family can gather around, swap yarns and enjoy a few lagers. Buildings of the future will aim to minimise its physical footprint on the ground, or touching the earth lightly as it has been put before. This shape demonstrates the way of the future. The internal function will not change greatly, but technological advancements will lead to interesting shapes. This image shows the interior staircase, complete with its vertical gardens and solar panelled walls. The floor plans will focus on the integration of spaces. The building, cladded by a combination of glass and spray-on solar panels, will taper according to the panels. As previously mentioned, the exterior cladding is based on the construction of steel-framed panels which are then filled with glazing or spray-on solar panels according to the owner's request. Each row of panels are then made in a strip and folded to create the shape of the building. Drainage, as it has been for buildings over the past 2,000 years, will still be an issue into the future. To counteract this, the Cavendish Street site has incorporated drainage underneath the building, collecting the water and sending it to the underground treatment chamber for future use. From the street view, the house is a conglomeration of materials, with the solar panels, windows and vertical garden all contributing to the gasp factor. For those of you who don't know what a gasp factor is, it goes a bit like this. Oh, wow.
Oh, Professor, that was amazing. We've learned so much today, haven't we? We've learned that the houses of tomorrow aren't actually going to change that much. They're still going to have the same principles of what the houses of today have.
I know, after all those years.
I know.
And the technology, but the technology is going to get better and better. You're going to get crazy cantilevers, buildings that you can't build today, but can be built in the future.
Well, I'm glad you young chaps have learned something.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you, Professor.
Early.
So that'll give us the timing.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Rocks, my jocks.